Hey y'all, and welcome back to Big Case Construction. Alright, in the last one, I showed you how to build a freestanding punch bag with tires. Now guess what? Unfortunately, I'm a little bit too strong, so it's time for these things to get an upgrade. Alright, so today what you will need for these upgrades, you'll need to buy yourself one of these. I don't know if you guys can see that. 5/16. The reason why I say 5/16 is because that is the exact same size as these bolts right here, and these right here. And you would like to get you some washers and bolts and nuts. And then the thing is, just this right here and this cost you about 25 bucks at your local Ace Hardware. I'm not too sure about anywhere else. It's what we got out here locally. You'll need yourself a drill as well as a bit to take out the remaining screws out of that. Step one is you're going to grab yourself the drill and then unscrew these screws. And I'm talking about all the screws within the tire puncher bag. Sometimes you just gotta work them out. Like I said, sometimes you gotta work them out. Sometimes you can't get in there all the way with the drill. Sometimes. This one's gonna be a pain. So you gotta grab yourself some of these right here. Good grip on it. Alright, we get somewhere. Try to use leverage. Little leverage I can get. And it works. Alright, now it's on to step two. Step two is doing two things. First, you want to get your drill bit, right? And then you want to figure out how many of them screws, nuts, and bolts you want to put on each layer. I'm going to put two because I'm going to put those screws I just took out back in because, extra support. But I'm going to make sure that these are nice and tight and don't go nowhere. See what I'm saying? I'll see when I get done with step two. All right, and when you're in step two, make sure that you have a nice snug fit, or that will happen. All right. And when you're drilling, you want to make sure that the hole is nice and empty. You should be able to smoothly function through that. I don't know if you can see through that, but I can see through that. It doesn't show up well on camera. But you want to do that to both the holes you drill. Alright, the easiest way to line up these drilling marks so that way you don't get them all messed up and all that is to do the simple trick of taking the tire that you just drilled, right, throwing it on top of this tire. And then here's the best part. If you did it right, you should be able to see your drill marks inside the actual, like there. If you did it right. You see what I'm saying? You should be able to see the drill marks just fine. And then when you see those, what you want to do is take your drill, make sure it's a nice secure fit. I know it's gonna be a little awkward at first, but make sure you get a nice little groove into the already drilled hole like that. And boom, I'm in. So now I just keep going. That's one. One down, one to go. Alright, now then, you take the tire off. Alright, I don't know if you can see that, but I made 2 marks. One there, and one there. Those will be my drill points for where I'm about to drill these holes to put these bolts through. So, what you do then at that point, you just press it. First, you want to make sure it's nice and empty. Like, I don't know if you see that debris right there, but the debris will affect the way that your bolt sits. If you have it sitting flush or not, if you have it sitting kind of crooked, you know, it all comes down to what you're trying to do with it, because some of these tires don't add up. If you are getting them randomly from the junk pile at your local tire shop, because, you know, some of them different size, rim wise, all that. Some of them thicker walls, some of them thinner walls. You know, simple stuff like that. After you have proceeded to do the bolts, like the drill holes, right, or the bolt holes, what you do is you grab your bolt. Alright, so you grab your bolts, take off the bolt with the nut and the washer, right? Take them off, set them aside. Find the bolt holes, right, where you drill that. You want to call them. And you gotta force through there. Like, don't, it's not going. It's that simple. It's a tire. Like, it's gonna be a nice snug fit. Right? So I got these big old bolts the way I did, so that way they stay on there pretty nice and snug. Ain't gotta worry about them coming off after I put these washers and bolts on. But then you take a tire, line them up. It's okay if you have to do one at a time, because, you know, you drilled them, it's not going anywhere. So just go ahead and shove it on through the drill hole that you made in the other tire. If it doesn't go all the way through, it's okay. When you put the washer, you gotta make sure you have enough to put the washer and the nut back on, just a few turns, okay? Because you can tighten it to a point where it's snug. You see what I'm saying? And it'll fit properly. So this is just a temporary fit, just to get them all put together real quick, so I can show you. After wrestling with the tire a little bit, if you need to, just re-drill the hole. I just spent the last 5 minutes or so wrestling with this tire. I don't know if you see how it whooped my ass. Yeah, I got it together now. I'm putting the washer and the bolt on it, so I ain't got to worry about them popping out anytime soon. Now that I got them like that. So, on to the next ones. I'll see you when I get done. step 3. So unfortunately, I gotta cut this video short. The screws and all that, them ain't long enough to go through those. So I'm only gonna be able to upgrade these. But that's okay. That's where most of the hits go anyways. I just hope it stays up. We'll find out. Let's see if it holds up. That's good, that's good. That's good, okay, okay. That's good, okay. Almost fly me, ain't it? Till next time, peace.